I am making some sloppy joes today for my dad. Once or twice a week, I do a little batch cook for him. I don't always batch cook the same thing for myself. For instance, I won't eat any of the sloppy joes, but he likes them, so I make sure that I make a couple of things a week that he likes and take those to him. He likes to eat out a lot, but I like to have some home-cooked things for him as well. So this will be sloppy joes, and I'll take that and some buns to him later today, and that'll provide a couple of meals for him. Hope your day's going good. Hello, Blackie. Hello, my boy. What's he doing? Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. And there's my little Callie. There's my little Callie. What's he doing? What's he doing this morning? Two of my fur babies. I am working on a little seed inventory for my garden. I'm looking at the things that say early spring. This is one I purchased in Scotland 2 years ago when I went there with David and his sister and her husband. This one too, I planted part of already and saved it. The dates on the packages looked like that would be fine. So I'm hoping to get some of these in the ground before too much longer. I wanted to take an inventory and see what I had exactly and pick out places in my yard where I think I want to put them this year. And there's my helper, Blackie. I am working on a pillowcase for my mom's birthday. Embroidery is one of the things I enjoy doing as a hobby. I also crochet, but I got these nice patterns for pillowcases, and I thought it would be a nice birthday gift for my mom. Her birthday's in March, so I've been working on it for a while, and I hope to finish it up in the next couple of weeks. It's a beautiful morning. Lots of birds. I am outside early. I woke up to something happening out in the woods by my house. There was a kitty cat out there this morning that didn't belong to me, and then a whole bunch of gigantic black crows. So I had to go see what they were doing out in those leaves. And unfortunately, there was a little dead bunny rabbit out there that everyone was feasting off of, sadly. I assumed something like that must have happened since there were so many little critters out there gathered in one area. Makes me sad for the little bunny. I'm getting ready to go do my regular walk, and I have some errands to do today. And stay tuned, because I am going to do a January recap with you and let you know what all I did frugally in the month of January. This is the first full week of February, and I'm going to let you know my results from my 2026 goals and some things I did to try and be frugal. Hope you're having a great day. All right, so in January, I finished the book called Wild Dark Shore. It was wonderful. I loved it. And I finished Theo of Golden, which was also wonderful. That was the audiobook I finished. And I also finished, and this may sound strange, but I reread The Long Winter by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Yes, it's a children's book, but I love the Little House series. And as a teacher, I am an early retired teacher. As a teacher, I always taught elementary school. And depending on the age I was teaching, I would always include at least one or two of the Laura Ingalls Wilder books in my read-alouds. I absolutely love children's literature. As an adult, still love all children's literature. I love to read them with my grandkids. I enjoy them myself. But another channel that I follow on YouTube, another Frugal channel, she mentioned the book The Long Winter by Laura Ingalls Wilder, and we were just getting ready to have some snowy weather in January, and I went to the library and picked it up and read it, and it was wonderful. It was as wonderful as I remembered. I'm so glad that I read it. So those were my 3 books I finished in January, and I have started the series, the cat series by Lillian Jackson Braun. The very first one in the series is The Cat Who Could Read Backwards. This is an old series, but I've never read it. And a lady I follow on YouTube that says her channel is a booktube channel. She does book recommendations, recommended it. And then there's another one, another cat series that's like a murder mystery series as well by Miranda James, that I'm going to start as well. David is getting that one for me to put on my Kindle, and so I'll read the Cat Who Read Backwards. I will read with my eyeballs a book, and then on my Kindle I will be reading the Miranda James series. I think he's also going to get the Lillian Jackson Braun series for me as well. There's a lot of those. So eventually I'll read them both on my Kindle. But the first one in the Miranda James series is called Murder Past Due. So next month I will let you know how I'm enjoying that. I'm still reading Nightingale on my Kindle. It's pretty long. It's by Kristen Hanna, and it's a pretty long one. So it'll take me a while to get that one finished. I tend to only use my Kindle at night when I'm laying in bed because it's lit and I don't, have to have a light on to use it. And I read actual books in the daytime because they do require light. Another of my frugally things that I am working on this month is planting, doing some indoor and outdoor planting. For Christmas, I received a bunch of different kinds of seeds. So I'm going to be starting some seed packets indoors, and some I'm going to be trying outdoors in Ziploc baggies from something that I saw online, and see how I do with those, and then of course move them into the ground or into pots eventually after they get a good start. I love to get gift cards for plant stores or home improvement stores for birthdays and Christmas. I love that because then I can get what I want and need for my yard, for my garden. And I love to get seeds. So several of my friends or family know that I enjoy getting seeds and give me those as part of my Christmas each year, which I totally love. And I'm getting ready to work on that. In fact, today I'm going to use my yard sinking fund that I use and take some money from it and go get some soil because I am out of soil and I want to start new seeds with new soil. So I'm going to go to a plant store today that I use locally and pick that up. And I also need to get a gift card there for a friend, also from a sinking fund. I do a birthday sinking fund for friends and family, and I do a Christmas sinking fund. So I'll pull money from that for the gift card I'm buying, and I'll pull money from my yard sinking fund to pick up the soil that I need for my seeds that I was gifted. So that's another frugally thing that I'm doing right now. And also I forgot to mention, back to the reading, my reading goal. My goal was a minimum of 2 books a month, every month for 2026. So I met and exceeded that goal. Plus, other than my audiobook, because I do have a subscription to Audible, which I splurge on. It's a hobby. I enjoy it. I love listening to books when I'm walking, driving, or traveling. So I allow myself that little splurge. And so other than my audiobook, I didn't pay for any of the books that I read. They were either from my Kindle, which David puts on for me from his library, or they were from the actual library, my public library. The books that I read with my eyes, I always try to first get them at the library if I can. I also like to look through used books at thrift stores or bookstores, or even at regular stores when they have a big bin of books that are on clearance. Sometimes I look through those as well. So that catches you up on my frugally things I've done. For my walking goal, which is for me to reach a little over 700 miles for the entire year, which comes out to about 60 miles per month for the year. I didn't quite make it. I was close. I made about just over 57 miles for the month of January, so I was close. I chickened out on some of our really cold days. I even walked 2 of the snowy days. I walked with my son. He was home, and I walked with him. But some of the really cold, zero-ish wind chill days, I chickened out and didn't walk. Should have used my treadmill, but didn't. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, but didn't. So I fell a little bit short of my 60 miles. But as I said before, I know there will be days where I exceed my goal. There will be days when I'm under my goal. Overall, for each month, I need to come out about 60 miles. So I'm sure there will be months where I come out above 60 that will make up for those where I'm below. That's what I'm counting on, at least. So we'll see how that works out. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well with your goals for 2026. Please like and subscribe. I am still a new channel and trying to build up my membership. It is free, and we talk about everything, day in the life, frugal things, our pets, how we're spending our time, how early retirement is going. I am a 56-year-old early retired teacher, and I am trying to build up my YouTube channel, and I would love it if you would make a comment, if you would hit subscribe, and if you would join me on my journey. Have a wonderful day.